Hello, I'm Amy with Paper Moon Journals, and welcome to my channel. And thank you to returning subscribers. I wanted to do a face-to-face with everybody here. I did have one of my viewers ask how I got started in making junk journals, and I thought that would be a great way to kind of introduce myself and to do a catch-up on where I am now. So I filmed a video up in the house. I'm at my office now. I filmed a video up in the house about how I got my start. I have my very first junk journal that I get out. I have some art journaling stuff that I got out, a few paintings, that I go through real quickly, how I got my start, and then go through some of the channels that got me started, and then all the way to where I am now with a sample of a recent project and everything. So the video is coming up in just a second here. I filmed it up in the house on my phone, and my phone has this volume situation where it will just suddenly, the volume on the recording will drop so low, and there's nothing I can do to capture or improve what is there. It's just something that's been wrong with my phone since it was new, and I didn't go take care of it. We live in a rural area, and I just didn't want to make time to go deal with that when I got my phone. So anyways, that's why I do so many voiceovers. But yeah, anyways, I hope you'll watch the video and enjoy it. Thanks again. Hello, it's Amy with Paper Moon Journals, and I had somebody ask me to do a video on how I got my start in journaling, and I was so excited that they asked that because I've never done a video on that, and yeah, how fun. So this is the desk where I do a lot of my filming, but not much crafting, to try to keep the desk nice. And yeah, so how did I get my start? I originally started doing paint pouring, paintings, and then I made too many of those, and I saw a video. Here's like just some extras off of one of my paintings, some of the rub off, and then I use those. But I saw a video on how to make a journal using, oh, I should have brought one of those out. Oh, yes, ha ha ha. I have one right here. How to use your painting, your canvas painting, and how to make a little book cover, a little blank page book with the cover made out of a painting. So I made these little handmade journals that were just all parchment paper with multiple signatures sewed into like a signature block and then stitched into the leather cover with each one as part of an original painting. And so I made a bunch of those, bunches and bunches of those. And then I think because of that, at the same time I was doing this, and I was also doing some art journaling. So I'm pretty proud of some of the stuff in here. So here's some like abstract stuff that I did. So I was doing art journaling. And there's some things I'm like really proud of these. These are like toward the end. I would spend a lot of time on these, and sometimes there would be tears involved. At the point I'd gotten to here, I was having a lot of success. I wasn't having as much tears, but there would be a lot of sweat and worrying over the results and was I going to like it when it was done. But at this point, my confidence was pretty high, and I could achieve something this quality, pretty easily. I liked making the little anamorph people. I thought that was fun. And the fun lettering. Let's see what else. I got some collaging in here. And then another one of the little anamorph people. I called them a sheeple. But yeah, with acrylic paint and stuff. Willowing. I was doing like a willowing class, like art, and then who's another one who's really good? I still follow her. Karen Campbell. Karen Campbell, she's got the best stuff. So like any real skill or anything I have at these, this was a different class where you kind of make a mess behind everything. So it's all kind of black and messy and blurry. And then you kind of mess it all up and then paint over the top of it again several times. And it was a different technique. Mixed media. Yeah, so I was doing the art journaling, and then I had left the YouTube on video, was running away at my desk, and I had my back turned to it, and I heard the words embellished paperclip. And I was like, what? And I spun my chair around because I do office work for a living. And I was like, embellished paperclip, what is that? And so, yeah, so I turned around to look, and it was 49 dragonflies showing an embellished paperclip. And I like walked up to the TV. I ran and like got my phone, brought up the YouTube ad, made sure I followed her and everything, and then turned around and got back to work. But I was just blown away by everything that she did. She's more of like an art journaler, and so that worked in great, like with what I was already doing. But then she was making junk journals and embellished paper clips and junk journal kinds of things, and that really was like the tip. That just tipped me over from art journaler into like journal maker and wanting to make the journals. Originally, I wanted to make them really junky with all of the things. What are all the things that make them look junky? And how can I make one that looks just like theirs? So here is the first junk journal that I ever made. I had my husband help me to put the eyelets in. We had a hammer setting tool instead of the lovely crocodile. And he was hammering and hammering away to get them in there, to get that tiny little cheap tool to go through the spine of this book. I wrapped it in part of a shirt, and then I did it like traveler's notebook style so that the signatures can come out, or the pages can all come out. They're just tucked under these bands. And then you can see like the influence. So I had lots of different supplies, not knowing what I was going to like and seeing what all the junk journalers had. I went to thrift stores and I got children's books because I didn't have any of my kids' children's books left. And so, yeah, so this was kind of how I started. It's lots of me like doing journal spreads on the different pages. I was doing different collage challenges and stuff too. The Marguerite Miller collage challenge, and then it just drops off and we're down to just the journal pages. So this is like the way my very first journal that I ever made, the unfinished pages, the collection, and you can see some of my art journaling stuff or pulled apart books and things that totally different than really the way I do it now. But this was me just getting started, and then I never finished filling that up. I kept making more and more instead of filling. And then so I went from 49 Dragonflies, Shabby Dabby Doodah, Teal and Tattered. Those were some of my favorite early channels that I can recall. Let's see, who else? I know there's a few that I love that are really chatty, like Amy with Crafty Cat, and I love hers, and Rachel with oh my gosh, there's so many. I should have made a list. So there's so many good channels out there that I like to watch. And then I found one of the people who I felt like really changed my style was Amity Bloom, when I found Amity Bloom's channel and her digital art, and then Sam Poole, Angela Kerr, and then Ruby and Pearl XO. Like, those people had a huge impact on me. And then I just kind of went off on my own for a while without any, big changes to my style. And then I saw Under the Night Moon last year and found Pixie Dust Files. And that, it was a whole, change again of styles. Incorporating everything else I already had into the new things. And so here's an example of something that I made using a combination of Sam Poole's Little French Book, which is a great digital if you haven't checked it out. You make the cover by gluing, I printed onto card and then glued both pieces of card together so it's nice and stiff. And then also used Pixie Dust Files doll tag book stuff in here to make it like a little French dollhouse doll book added some of the dollhouse and doll things to the little French book with all the lace and the different trims and details and the flat back pearls. And so this is like my current style. I have maybe my less is more, or my more is more, or my standard level of embellishment, with little pom-poms and frills and lace and stuff. But yeah, that's how I got my start and where I'm at now. So I will put a link in the description box, some of the other YouTube channels that I mentioned that first got me started, because maybe their style is more like your style. Maybe you'll find them inspiring. Still love all of these channels and their digital files. And Shabby Dabby Doodah, like some of her oldest files are my favorite files. I don't know about her newer files just because I'm so busy crafting, filming, creating, editing my own videos. I don't have a lot of time to watch others anymore. And then I've been a part of this Merry Makers Christmas craft collaboration, hosted by Project 39 Mini Albums, and that's kept me busy. I've been lucky to be on a couple different design teams and then have some custom orders. So like if I have time to watch YouTube, I may be rewatching my old videos to create some custom orders, or watching the other my fellow collaborators, because I know they're amazing. I already like their channels and their crafts. And then also, we're collaborating together. So I feel like it's co-collaborators, we need to watch each other's stuff and make sure we interact and help their videos to succeed. So I want to do that as well. So that's really been absorbing any time I have available to watch YouTube crafting videos. Have been my own for custom orders, and then the fellow collaborators, because there's so many in this collaboration, and they all have like different points of view and different styles. It's been so much fun and really inspiring. But yeah, thanks again for asking me how I got my start. I hope you found this interesting, entertaining, and yeah, I could do more videos like this if you're interested, like how I turned my hobby, my passion, really into a side hustle. That's a popular turn of phrase. It's a lot of work. That's the short answer, is it's a lot of work. But yeah, I could do a video on that, or I could do a few more vlog style videos if you thought it would be interesting or entertaining. You want to see my face every once in a while instead of just looking at my hands. So yep, this is it. The face behind the hands. So thanks again for asking and watching. I hope the sound quality is okay, because I'm just trying to take it off my phone. Otherwise, I don't know. This video will be terrible with a voiceover looking at me with my lips not syncing. Yikes. So fingers crossed we get some good sound quality on here. And as always, thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day.